Right, the cards I'll read off, everyone. I've split into three piles, 1, 2, 3, and this is for Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Now, the cards I'm going to read from are the Soleone Tarot. So they're my oldest cards. They've been with me for over 30 years, those cards. Then I've got the Rider-Waite cards, which most people will be familiar with because they're very popular in England. And then the other ones are playing cards. So you can see that these have been with me for many, many years as well, these small playing cards. Okay, so we've got Decan 1, Decan 2, and Decan 3. Okay, this reading is for Sagittarians born under Decan 1. So I'll lay any 3 cards from the Soleone deck. Then the same, any 3 cards from the Rider-Waite cards. Okay, and 2 cards from the plain pack. Okay, then let's see what we've got. Okay, so just looking at the top row then, Sagittarius Decan 1. Right, the first card that you've got out, the Magician. So this card, the Magician, talks about all the luck coming your way, really. So it's, if you imagine a magician, he can pull the wool over people's eyes, he can work magic, and he can make all the tricks happen. So the Magician is very much about a situation, whatever it is, the ball is in your court with it, so you're going to pull all the strings with this one. And there seems to be a turnaround going on. So the Wheel of Fortune is, it's like where the tables turn. So the way things have been, there's kind of like a shift, all of a sudden a shift in the energy, really. And this seems to be concerning a King of Pentacles. So what we've got is the King is a male. So this man is showing maybe because he's come as a Pentacles. Now the Pentacles can represent earth signs, but sometimes it's just a man kind of like acting with those traits, really. But the Pentacles is making me think that there could be maybe somebody around the working situation, because the Pentacles are around money and finances. Now, as we go into the next bit there, we've got the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, even though, the King of Pentacles is quite a dominant card, the High Priestess is the top of her game. So this is generally a woman who knows exactly what she's doing and how she wants to play things. A Queen of Wands coming next to this. So a Queen of Wands, it could be maybe friends around this woman who's in on this secret. Or it could even be that this woman herself is acting with lots of action. She's going for it because the Wands is loads of energy. It's loads of, it's a movement and action card. So when you see the Queen of Wands, there's no procrastinating going on. It's getting out there and going for it. And then we've got a Devil. Now the Devil can often refer to lots of sexual energy. Really, there's a real chemistry and a real buzz around. I'm thinking possibly here, Sagittarius, that there could be some maybe loads of flirty behaviour going on around the workplace, possibly. All the women are in on it. There's a queen there, the feminine kinds of charms. But you're the top of the game. You know exactly what you're doing. and how you want to play it. And the magician is saying that all the luck is on your side as well. Also, in that top row, they were two major cards what come out. And in this row here, another two major cards. So even though it could be just a bit of fun and a laugh at the moment, this could maybe go to something a bit more major in your life in the future. Because like I say, those are very major cards with more of a lasting effect than you know, the smaller cards. As well, what else can we say? Okay, we could say that it looks as though March could be a bit of a flirty month for you. Now, I can read these from another angle as well, because the devil, this card, what we were looking at then, the devil can also be about sometimes being like tied into some kind of bad habit or a rut of some sort. So I can read these cards from another angle as well. And if any of you can relate to that, it would show that there is a turning point in March, and you're the top of your game. You're going to play this well, and you could have people around helping you, and you know, the luck is there for you to go ahead with that. Just looking at the last two cards at the end, what we've got then, Sagittarius. So we've got the Queen of Hearts, who is generally a woman who is showing her emotions, really. Okay, but next to this Ten of Spades, so if I'm very honest with you, the Ten of Spades can often represent someone who is worrying. So it could be that they're worrying about maybe the health or, you know, bad news maybe that they've heard. So do look out for that this month as well. Okay, this reading is for Sagittarius Decan 2. So I'm going to take any of the three cards from anywhere from the Solioli Tarot, put them across the top. Okay, then from the Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I'll take two cards from the playing cards for down at the bottom. Okay, right, so let's see what we have then. So Sagittarius Decan 2, right, starts off the Queen of Wands. Now the Wands really is Sagittarian's sign, or that suit Wands represents the Sagittarian in tarot. And when you come out like that in your own reading, it means that you're very much in control of some sort of situation, or you've got control in the way that it goes or develops. Excuse me. So it's not one of them things what's going on that you've got no say in it. Now the next one, what comes along is the Five of Pentacles, and that is the card that talks about money losses or even being left out of something. And then after that is authority. So the King of Swords is very much around, it's an authoritative figure, you know, can represent government and stuff. So I think one of the messages that you're getting this month, Sagittarius Decan 2, is there is some demands for money for some of you this month. You know, so it looks as though you could be facing something with finances where you're losing out, you know, or there's a demand there for you, from you rather. But because you've come out in that, you know, your card come out, you will be able to control the outcome of it or the way it goes. Now it looks as though when we come on to the next row, it looks as though the Page of Pentacles is when some kind of situation has got potential. And after that comes the Knight of Cups, which is a lover, or, you know, someone who's chasing, trying to charm So it looks as though there's an attraction for you from somebody else's. You've caught someone's eye, is what I'm trying to say. And then the Empress, so this could even lead to something more. Now the Emperor, there's many cards what could come out to represent a male. So to come out as the Emperor, it could be really leading to something big. So it could be that some of you are with someone at the moment and it's early days and it could lead on to something more, I think is the message what you're getting from that. Because the Page of Pentacles tells you that the situation can develop and grow there. Now, in these last ones, we were looking at the little playing cards. Just be careful, because I do believe that whoever this lover is, or whoever this object of the interest or affections is, there is a very manipulative, jealous, and even cruel woman next to him. So it could be that someone is not prepared to let them go. Or, you know, there's someone who doesn't like that you're the object of this man's, or this woman even, of this person's affection. Okay, this reading is for Sagittarius, Decan 3, and we'll just take 3 cards from anywhere from the Solioni. Okay, and the same from the Rider-Waite. So any 3 cards, and then we'll take 2 from the small playing cards. All right then. Okay, so Sagittarius, Decan 3. So the first card what we're seeing is the Empress. And she is very much like very feminine card and very maternal, and can often represent the mother. So it could be that your mother or mother figure, or even you as a mother to your own children, it could be that a lot of demands are made on you this month as the mother, but it could be that you're enjoying the your role as the mother, or you're enjoying times with your mother or your mother figure. Now next to it is this 5 of Wands, which is it's a card of petty, it's not so much big problems, but there's lots of little nuisance things what are cropping up. And this does seem to be linked in with this Empress card, which is the mother. Then we've got a Justice card, which is getting things back in balance. So I do feel as though there could be some problems as regards to, it's around this theme of the mother. There could be apologies and just getting things back to the way they should be. So the Justice card is, it's getting it back in order, it's getting things back in equilibrium again. So that seems to be going on in the top row. Another way I can read that row, now when you get the Empress, and you can read it from a different angle, and if she's a woman who's done all the career aspirations, and you know, maybe it's more referring probably to an older woman this, but sometimes like they've gone through all the motherhood times and they're out looking for money then, and there's loads of little petty obstacles you know, around getting this, or getting this goal, what you're doing, but it is to do with, you know, collecting wealth. Then that one would say, you know, keep on with it, don't let it go, because things will fall into balance. So it can be a message like an omen coming in that way as well. Now, looking at the next ones, it seems as though one of the hardest things for you is going to be patience. Because we have got the Hangman then, and the Hangman is a bit of a frustrating card to get, because it does tell me that through March you're going to find things are quite slow. They're not moving as quick as you want to, and you know, it just seems to plod on and on. You're not getting that quick result. So until that card moves out, nothing really happens fast. Now, I do think that there's a bit of a warning around these cards here, because this one, the Seven of Cups, talks about pipe dreams, pie in the sky. It doesn't really come to fruition. If something does come to, you know, to fruition, it means that you've got to work hard to get it there, or you've got to go for it. So it's not going to come easy for you. And then this one, the Nine of Wands, which is like you're plodding on, taking things as they come. What I think that you're going to get here, everyone, is we've got like them at the top, sort of saying there's good omens in business, but it's not going to move as fast as you'd like it to. Things are going to just go into thin air unless you do something about it. So don't plod on, just take it as it comes. Now, these two, what you've got at the bottom, now, first of all, when you get two eights coming side by side, it talks about something that doesn't really come off. So that is another thing, what we don't like to see, really, when you're wanting something very much, because, you know, that one kind of says that it's probably not going to work out, this dream, what you've got. So what I think, what you get near, everyone, there is some good omens for you, but there is some things, but it's just not going to work at all. And you're going to have to decide, make careful weigh-ups at what's worth putting your time in. Now, just reading those two eights individually, this Ace of Swords, or Ace of Spades rather, because it does link in tarot with Ace of Swords, but the Ace of Spades, there could be a decision at work that you're going to meet, and this one here is telling us it's like a breath of fresh air when it comes, really. It's like a fresh start. You know, you're feeling optimistic, and okay, I can put new beginnings down now. So it looks to me, everyone, as though I've started off by reading the cards from one angle and saying there could be situations around the mother, but then leading it from another angle, I think some of you could be out there trying to gain material wealth, and you're going to have to decide what things are going to work and what things aren't. So you could reach an important decision around your finances, or around your job, or around business in March, that could come to you.